All right, I ride this dirt bike a lot in the dirt, and I turned it to a Supermoto, my KTM 350. So I'm gonna switch it back to the street. Need the Supermoto wheels, handbrake kit, axle sliders, subframe. Get ready to do some stunts on it again. I'm gonna start out with the dual caliper handbrake kit. This one's all used. I'm gonna slap it back on. Show you guys how to install it. Well, the first thing I need to do is take this wheel off, but I'm gonna take off the brake pads just to make it easier to work on. I gotta change the caliper to the new bracket anyway. Just pop these little clips out. Pads out. There's this little anti-rattle clip in here. Take that out too. Then it's time to pop off the rear wheel. Don't make fun of my axle nut tool. So we gotta change this bracket. There it is. I'm gonna change this bracket to hold the second caliper. There we go. This is for the brake pads. Take the little rubber booty. Put it on the dual caliper bracket. Just a little dust cover. And I gotta swap that pin. It's kind of strange. I'm used to 10s, 12s, and 14s, but KTM has different sizes. Get that nice and tight. There we go. Dust cover's good. Slides on there nice. There's just a little thing coming off the swing arm. Little groove. Slide it on. It slides forward and back. We gotta get the stock brake caliper back on. There it is there. Make sure everything slides. There it goes. Just slide it back and forth nice. Now, I need a Supermoto wheel. I don't want to put the knobby back on, so I'm gonna go find that. Got my Warp 9 Supermoto wheel. The street tires. Throw it on there. It's inside the wheel. It's a little spacer between the bearings there. A little off. Now it's lined up better. I forgot to put that anti-rattle clip in. So I took the wheel back off, popped that clip in, Now I'm gonna put it all back on again. May as well put this one in too while it's in pieces. Now put the caliper back on. All right, wheel back on. Chain's a little dry. Need to lube that. Now it's time, gotta put these pads back in. All right, got the clip in. I pushed it in the wrong way. I pushed it in this way, and it's supposed to be pushed in from the back. So now it's good to go. Now it's time to put on the second caliper. All right, let's put it on here. It's already got the pads in it. You put it on the rotor just to get it on there first, and I can slide it in position. I got the bolts, 6mm Allen. Line those bolt holes up. There we go. Make it nice and tight. Make sure everything spins. Good to go there. Need to get my chains dry as a bone. Get that lubed up, and then it's time to put the master cylinder on the handle blade, or on the handlebars, and bleed it out. See the washers in there, one on each side, and this is the angled end. Up on the handlebars is straight. Back here is angled, just to leave room for that bleeder. And it's time to tighten it up to 14mm. Doesn't take much. And I gotta route the line up through here to the handlebars. I'm gonna zip tie it and then show you where I put it. There's the brake line. I don't want it anywhere near the exhaust because it could melt it. So I ran it in here, up by the air box, off to the other side. Can't really see it in there. Put it right here. I'm pulling it through. Right through there. And it's up there. Don't want to get it pinched in the spring. I'm going up toward the frame here, and then up to the handlebars, just to keep it away from the pipe. Nowhere near the exhaust. It's just hard to get any video footage of where it is. Kind of see it. Away from the exhaust, nowhere near the spring. Coming up the frame. Probably use a zip tie just to hold it in place right here. And then go up some more. This is pretty easy right here though. Stick it inside the shroud. Everything's harder with one hand. There you go. Brake line. Looks like I just need to get a little zip tie in here. I got a little zip tie there holding it. Back up under there. Now we got another problem to solve, and that I like one finger and one finger on the clutch, one finger on the handbrake all the time. That's how I do the death springs and U-turns and stuff. So I had to grind down the master cylinder because of the hydraulic clutch is really large. It's one of the drawbacks of the KTM is this hydraulic clutch. So let me bolt it up and show you how I got it in there. But basically I had to file that down, get it out of the way. Kind of set up a little bit. Now I'm starting to remember why I ride this in the dirt. Because this hydraulic clutch is, oh man, it's an arm pumper. Hard to pull with one finger. You got to do one and one. If you want to pull the clutch in, work the handbrake, plus I chop those off too. Make it shorter. End up taking the brake cable inside the forks, straight to the master. Make sure it doesn't pinch or get tight or anything when you turn the bars, and good to go. Then I can put a nice little zip tie right there, keep everything clean. Time to bleed this out. All right, I got this little reservoir I put on here. Pumping it away, and you can see the air bubbles coming up. Oh, there's another bubble. Bunch of bubbles. It's got to fill that whole line. So pump. This is, and it was coming out solid at the caliper. So let me see here. Listen. Oh, air coming through. Pump it again. Couple bubbles. And it's going all the way to the grip. Oh, oh, oh. All right, let's try to bleed that one out too. Pump it a bunch of times, hold, and crack it. Ooh, I heard air coming out of there. Pump it, hold, and crack it again. Oh yeah, definitely some air bubbles coming out of that spot. Hold. Ooh, don't want to suck air through my reservoir though. All right, I'm finally feeling a little bit of pressure. Doing this little bleeder again. It's not hitting the grip, so it's almost there. A couple more pumps, a little bleeding, and it should be good. All right, I bled it about 6 more times, and there we go. All bled out. Now I gotta work on that clutch because that ain't gonna work. I had one that ground down. Gotta find it. Found my clutch lever. You can see how I ground it down so it would clear because it hits the master cylinder right now. So I ground it and I cut the end off. So if you crash, you can break levers. All right, I got it on. One finger and one finger. Work that back brake with the middle finger and work the clutch with the index. And come in and coast and still work the brake. It's just a little stiff on this hydraulic clutch. Cables are way easier. Clearing. Chop the levers down. I'm still gonna put bar ends on here. So I don't snap levers when I crash. I'm still gonna do axle sliders, Supermoto wheels, subframe with stump pegs. A lot more to do, but at least it's got a handbrake. And I figured out why it's kind of stiff, because this bigger sprocket's rubbing the chain guide a touch. I can't really get a good angle. It's just rubbing a little bit though, making it a little stiff.